Not sure what to do with the Liverpool players in your FPL team? Don't worry guys, watch this video till the end to find out all the right answers. So guys, we've divided this video into two parts where the first part will be talking about the Liverpool defense, the premium defense, and the second part would be the Liverpool attack, the trio of the Liverpool attack that a lot of FPL managers have guys. So we'll deep dive into the defense first. Now talking about the defense, there was a lot of expectations from the Liverpool team in terms of keeping clean sheets, in terms of Trent and Robertson giving a lot of attacking threat, giving attacking returns, and them being premium options kind of hinted towards that, but none of that has happened, guys. I mean, they aren't really keeping clean sheets. If you see these numbers, they aren't really great from a Liverpool point of view, and Liverpool have generally struggled to score goals. They've also struggled to keep clean sheets, and that is not great from an FPL point of view, guys. If we see Trent, yes, his attacking numbers are slightly better. I mean, it's not really much of a difference when we compare him to a Robertson, but when you see him in terms of the eye test, I mean, he's looked a lot better. It feels that he's a lot more fitter as well. Of course, Robertson, we've seen with Robertson that he is getting substituted. He was also rested in the last game where Simica started. So there could be more benchings for Robertson. Maybe he's preferred in the Champions League. I think the Champions League lineup would also kind of dictate what happens to, let's say, somebody like a Robertson, for example. But I think there's a case to be made to sell both of these options, guys. They are a lot of value. So first of all, let's get one thing very clear. If you have a double up on the Liverpool defense in Trent and Robertson, first, I don't think so it's absolutely worth it, guys. You should kind of think of selling at least Robertson to start off with, because there are multiple directions, multiple ways you can go about this. You can downgrade to a different defender. Maybe you can go for a Cancelo, maybe a James. When we talk about premium options, I don't think so Perisic right now would be the right option to go for. Or else you can go for a Trippier as well. In case if you want to go cheaper, there are other options from the likes of Brighton, Arsenal, even Man United are in the conversation now because they are a little tighter in defense. So you can do a lot of things with a Robertson sell. Now, in case if you only have Trent, for example, as your sole Liverpool defender, I think, yes, there is a case to be made. But if you feel in the upcoming fixtures, if Liverpool are going to do well, the upcoming fixtures are actually quite tricky. And I'm not really expecting a lot of clean sheets from Liverpool. Plus, I'm not very sure about Trent's attacking numbers translating into attacking returns. Yes, his underlying stats are still decent, but I generally expect a lot more from a premium asset like him. And I think if you even have Trent as a solo option, I think there is a case to be made. There's a high chance that you should probably sell him. It also depends on what your other team is, what kind of upgrades you can make, because the Trent money can help you maybe upgrade a midfielder, maybe go towards a third striker as well. You have a lot of options in Tony, Mitrovic, Isaac as well. So if you want to go there, I think there's probably better value in that direction, guys. And I think both of them should be sold for this week. I know a lot of people might still hold on to Trent, but again, this is my opinion. This is what I feel. I don't see a lot of clean sheets, maybe not even very high attacking returns. And I think we should probably sell both these defenders this week. Now coming to the Liverpool attack, guys, and this is where things get very interesting. Now, a lot of people would have Mo Salah. In fact, a lot of FPL managers have still kept faith in Mo Salah. It's a bit wavering at the moment. A lot of people have also gone for double ups in Salah and Diaz, guys. And in fact, there are a fair few amount of people as well who've gone for a double up with a Salah and a Nunes, even a Diaz and a Nunes as well, guys. And I don't think so right now. I mean, yes, the fixtures are decent from an attacking point of view. I mean, they can still score goals. We've seen them struggling. I still have a little bit more faith in the attackers as compared to the defenders at the moment, guys. And I think there is a case here that, guys, we can sell Salah. Now, there are a lot of options you can go towards. You can go towards KDB. But the issue with KDB is that there could be some rotation, especially with the Champions League game starting now. And I'm not very sure if KDB is going to start every game. Even if he starts, he might be hooked off a little bit earlier. And that kind of reduces his attacking potential, his FPL potential. So you might not go there. There are other options in Son. Son, yes, he was a lot better in the last game, but he's still not shown something that we probably rest upon, or we feel that he has to be transferred in this week. So probably not even go there. And then you have a very wavering kind of a category where you probably go towards a Sterling, for example. You can either go for a Kulusevski, maybe in that 8.5 million price bracket. I mean, not a lot of options still, but yes, there are some options you can go towards. You can even probably go towards a third premium or a second premium, depending on how many premiums you have. You can probably shift that premium to a Harry Kane, for example. I mean, Harry Kane has looked really, really good, and probably you can let go of Salah, get Haaland, get Kane, and maybe target a different premium option to go for in your FPL team. So there are multiple options you can go towards. Salah is still okay. I mean, I would still not worry a lot. I mean, yes, there are a lot of conversations about selling him. I'm not very bullish on selling him this week. I can probably hold him for one more week and then assess again, because I personally would be closer to my wildcard. I think selling him on the wildcard could also be okay. Just make sure that you have some route to get him, guys. Maybe through 2 free transfers, or maybe having some extra value in your team, extra money in the bank, which can probably help you get towards Salah. Maybe upgrading a slightly more expensive option. Maybe if Sterling doesn't work out for you, you can upgrade him to a Salah as well. So there are options, but he's not a priority sell for me. I'll probably still hold him for one more week. It also depends on what options are you looking at, what is your team, as I said earlier, and based on that, based on the risk you want to take. I personally don't want to get in that conversation where I say that he has a lot of ownership and it's probably safer to just keep him, because if he does score, you'll probably end up losing a lot of rank. I don't want to get into that sort of mindset, but that's also a valid conversation, and if you believe in that direction, then probably it's a hold for you. I think Diaz as well. I mean, he's done really well. His underlying stats are okay. He's not gotten enough goals. I mean, yes, he scored thrice. He scored more goals than Salah, but he could have had a lot more, guys. So again, he's also not a priority sell. If I probably have Salah and Diaz as a double up, I might look at different options to go towards. I mean, yes, the 6, 6.5, even the 5 to 6.5, 7 million category is not that evidently clear in terms of which players to go for. Yes, we can still punt on a Rashford. Maybe we go towards a different option, but they're all punts at the end of the day. They might not work out. Diaz has done decently, guys. So if you have faith in this double up, I mean, it's still worth holding. It's not a huge selling scenario at the moment, guys. At least for me, I feel that both of them are okay holding for one more week, and then you further reassess. But again, if you want to sell both these options, I mean, you can absolutely sell them as well. There's not a single way of playing FPL, and you might find better value in maybe going for a third striker, as I mentioned earlier. I mean, going for a Tony, going for a Mitrovic, who look like informed picks at the moment, might be the right way to go for your team. Now coming to Nunes, and I think Nunes is a very interesting pick. I personally won't really buy him straight away at the moment. I still want to see a couple of games. I know a lot of people probably would be jumping onto him, but I want to see the lineup for Liverpool in the Champions League. I want to see how Firmino is getting in. I also want to see Jota as well, because I think Jota is probably going to eat up Diaz's minutes as well. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on Jota's minutes in the Champions League. His maybe one appearance, maybe a couple of appearances in the Premier League as well. Understand how many minutes can he get, understand how he's playing, and then probably take a call on Diaz and Nunes as well, guys. I still won't sell Diaz at the moment just yet, but I also won't buy Nunes right away, guys. I'll probably look at a couple of weeks, maybe at least one game week of information, and then kind of make that call. So to summarize, guys, I think Trent and Robertson can be sold. If Trent is the only option in defense you have, and if you feel that he can still give you attacking returns, I mean, you probably consider him as an attacker in that way, because the upcoming fixtures are quite tricky for a clean sheet, and I think both defenders should be sold this week. Now, I'm not very high on selling Salah and Diaz at the moment, guys. Yes, maybe you can sell Diaz and upgrade a third striker. That's also an option, and probably just retain Salah in your team just to kind of cover that safety net. On Nunes, I won't sell him at the moment, but I also won't buy him this week. So that'll be all from my side for this video, guys. We tried to do something interesting, something different this week. So let me know in the comments what you feel about it. What do you think should be done with the Liverpool players? Are you planning to sell the Liverpool defense? Do you have a double up? Do you have Salah, Diaz, or even Nunes? Who are you planning to keep and sell this week? Do let me know in the comments below. Now, this is just the first video of this week, guys. There's a lot more content coming up. We'll be doing the wildcard guide. We'll also be covering players to sell and buy this week. And then we also have deadline stream and a lot of other stuff that you can also follow on Instagram. So make sure that you watch out for all the space in FPL, in Insanely Football, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw today, hit the like button. Make sure that you subscribe to the Insanely Football channel as well to get all the FPL updates. Bye bye for now, and I'll see you Insaners next time.